Welcome to the Sports on Prime. I'm Gary Alsmith. Today we have news from Hearts of Oak in the Ghana Premier League and also some news on UEFA's team of the season and more. Thanks for your time. Hearts of Oak say they are not in a rush to extend Frank Nuttall's 2-year contract, and we'll hear from Hackman Edu.
Actually, we must admit that Nuttall has done well for the club because if you look at the past years, you can say that this is a year that Hearts of Oak looks a bit promising compared to the previous years. Though in terms of points, we are not that away from what happened in the past, but consistency-wise, you can say that the team is doing well. He came in late, which is not his fault, and initially we failed to glitter. But as soon as he got his rhythm, you can see how well the team is playing. And apart from that, the players themselves are happy with him. He signed a 2-year contract with the club, and we believe that once the contract has not expired, we don't think there should be anything like that. But in any case, it's the board that runs Hearts of Oak. It's not me as a staff. It's not we as staff, but it's the board. So the board, if at a point in time, if after the end of the season, the board thinks so, nobody can challenge it. But for now, nothing like that is on the ground. It's on the table for discussion. Everybody is looking at him as doing his work, and everybody has to play his role as a stakeholder in the club.
Away from football in Ghana today, the attention of the European football fraternity was on the Champions League draw for 2017-2018. Very tough from Group A all the way to the end. We'll be showing you how Real Madrid will be facing Borussia Dortmund in the group stage, and Barcelona will be meeting Juventus as well. So let's begin from Group A. Benfica, Manchester United, FC Basel, CSKA Moscow. In Group B, we have Bayern Munich with PSG and Anderlecht as well as Celtic. Group C has Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, not awkward at all considering Diego Costa as a factor, and Karabakh FC. Group D, we have Juventus, Barcelona, Olympiacos, and Sporting of Portugal. Very interesting groupings as well. And as we go to Group E, Spartak Moscow, Sevilla, Liverpool, and Maribor, Shakhtar, Man City, Napoli, and Feyenoord in Group F. Monaco, FC Porto, Besiktas, and Leipzig, very open. Real Madrid, the champions, Borussia, Tottenham, and Apoel FC. At the same ceremony, the top players of last season's Champions League season were honored, beginning from the goalkeepers all the way to the strikers. Gianluigi Buffon was the goalkeeper of the season, Sergio Ramos, the defender of the season, Luka Modric, midfielder of the season, and Cristiano for the season. But among all of them, who was chosen as the best of all?
The same. Every year, the same challenge to win everything if it's possible. In my club, in the national team, we are already not qualified, so we have to. As I said before, so glad to be here, honor to win this trophy. Again, I have to say thank you to my teammates and congrats to them too. I'm so happy for them too. For the national team too, I know it's not the trophy of the national team, this club, but I have to say because when I go to the national team, they always give me motivation to carry on and work hard all the time. And blessed, you know, so happy, the supporters of Real Madrid, everyone who helped me to achieve this trophy. So I'm so glad and so happy. Thank you, everyone.
The European award is down. Will Cristiano follow it up with the main one, the Ballon d'Or? We'll know in a couple of months. In the summer transfer window, it's all kicking off as we reach the final week. On the 31st of August, it's going to be done. What happens to Sanchez and Arsenal? What about Diego Costa and Chelsea, or is it Atleti?
What a transfer window it has been so far, and there are now just 7 days left before it all ends. Let's start with Alexis Sanchez and at Arsenal. Of course, this has been going on all summer. This has been dominating Arsenal's agenda. Will Alexis Sanchez still be an Arsenal player next Friday? Manchester City haven't made their move yet. And as far as Arsenal are concerned, Sanchez is not going anywhere, even though he only has 1 year left on his contract.
Works very hard, very focused, and gives absolutely everything. He loves so much to play, you know, that it's always difficult to stop him. But he looks ready. He has not played for a long time, so I will have to decide. He has always been focused, Alexis, on his job. You know, he loves to play football, and I don't think he's too much disturbed by all the noises that happen.
And he's settled by the club's decision that he's happy with that decision.
He's.
Well, it's going to be a busy week at Chelsea, we think, and the future of Diego Costa still needs to be sorted out. He's still refusing to come back to London. Atletico Madrid still refusing to pay Chelsea's £50 million asking price. One thing that's holding up a deal is Costa's £150,000 a week wages. Now, Atletico don't want to pay him that much when he can't play for them until January because of their transfer ban. Now, one tiny bit of good news is that Costa has been doing his best to keep fit in Brazil. He's going to the gym every day, and he was pictured yesterday having a kickabout on a five-a-side pitch.
There's something you can't avoid from now until Saturday. It's that fight between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Whether you like it or not, well, it's going to happen on the 26th. This time they are engaging in a verbal war as the countdown begins.
We are prepared for 12 3-minute rounds of non-stop pace, and I will go forward and I will put the pressure on him and break this old man.
When it's all said and done, I know one thing that I can do. I can fight. I can give it and I can take it. But for me to be 49-0, it's obvious I'm not receiving it, I'm giving it.
8-ounce gloves, he made a big error in my opinion. I don't see him lasting 2 rounds. I feel I would have the decision to end it inside 1.
I was born a fighter, I would die a fighter. Remember, Pacquiao got bombs, Canelo got bombs, Shane Mosley had bombs, and all those guys are going in the Hall of Fame. But one thing about me, I got a granite chin. But remember this, the same way you give it, you have to be able to take it.
And when it's all said and done, you know what? I'm going to feel a little bit sad, because you should have all kept your mouth shut. You should have left me over on that other game that I'm from, that more ruthless game where we bounce heads off the canvas and drill them into the floor. You should have left me where I was, because this man is not on my level. He's not even a quarter of the man I am. So we're going to see, and and you're all going to eat your words.
The same way you give it, the same way you take it. So says Floyd Mayweather. Well, I know that I can give you the sport, but whether I can take it is another matter. That's the sport for now. I'll be back tomorrow with the week's final edition. I'm Gary Al Smith. Time for JNI.